Welcome to the deep dive. Today we're getting into something really specific, excerpts from William Boericke's Homeopathic Materia Medica.
That's right, a classic text.
Yeah, and we're focusing on just one remedy, Cainca. It's a Brazilian plant, also called chiococa.
Mm-hmm. Lesser known, maybe, but fascinating details.
Exactly. Our mission today is to sort of pull out the key insights about this remedy, what it was used for, and honestly, what it tells us about, observation in traditional medicine.
Absolutely. And what stands out immediately with Cainca in this source is its connection to dropsical affections.
Dropsical affections.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's an older term for swelling or fluid retention, right?
Precisely, like edema. And Boericke gets specific here. He mentions anasarca, that's generalized swelling all over,
Okay.
and also ascites, which is fluid specifically in the abdomen.
Got it. So serious fluid issues,
Yes, but here's a really interesting detail. It's noted alongside dry skin.
dry skin,
Ew.
with all that fluid retention. That seems counterintuitive.
It does, doesn't it? But that's the level of specific detail. It suggests it's not just any swelling, but a particular pattern the remedy might fit.
Huh. Okay. And the source mentions urinary symptoms being quite prominent.
Oh, definitely. Described as well marked, there's this constant desire to urinate
Constantly needing to go.
and get this polyuria while traveling.
Yeah.
So increased urination specifically noted when the person is, traveling.
While traveling. That's such a specific observation. Why traveling, I wonder?
It's hard to say for sure, but it shows they were observing symptoms in context, not just in a static state. The urine itself is described as fiery.
Fiery. Ouch.
Yeah, and burning pain in the urethra, especially it notes the glandular portion, so the very tip.
Wow. Okay. Really pinpointing the sensation and location. The source also links Cainca with albuminuria, right? Protein in the urine.
It does, and specifically connects that albuminuria with dyspnea, shortness of breath, particularly on lying down at night.
So you lie down, you can't breathe well, and there's protein in the urine.
Yeah,
It's building a very distinct clinical picture.
exactly, a whole syndrome almost. And it doesn't stop there. There are male-specific symptoms mentioned too.
Oh, like what?
Things like a drawing in of testicles and spermatic cord,
Okay.
and pain that gets worse during the passage of pungent smelling urine. Again, very particular.
The level of detail is pretty striking.
Yes.
Anything else stand out? There was something about the back.
Yes, pain in the region of kidneys. But the really curious part is the modality, the circumstance that makes it better or worse.
Right.
It says this kidney region pain is better lying bent backward.
Bent backward.
Yeah.
That's unusual for back pain relief, isn't it? Usually people curl forward.
It feels quite specific, doesn't it? It really highlights that empirical what works approach to observation. And alongside this kidney pain, there's also mention of general fatigue.
So it paints a picture of someone quite run down, dealing with fluid issues, specific urinary pain, maybe kidney involvement.
And this peculiar back pain relief posture. Yeah.
Did Boericke mention how it compares to other remedies?
He did. He suggests comparing it with apicin and arsenicum, both known for fluid balance issues.
Makes sense.
And also coffee, like coffee. Interestingly, he notes coffee is botanically similar and also shares some relieving effects of fatigue.
Ah, so a link there on the fatigue aspect and the dosage.
Suggested as third potency or lower. So in homeopathic terms, that's a relatively material dose compared to very high potencies.
Okay, so wrapping this up for you, our listener,
Mm-hmm.
we've taken this deep dive into Cainca through Boericke's lens. We've seen this really specific picture emerge. Major fluid issues like anasarca and ascites, but with dry skin. Distinct urinary symptoms, the fiery pain, the urgency, even the worse while traveling aspect.
Mhm.
Plus the male symptoms, the kidney pain, better bending back, and general fatigue. It's quite a unique profile.
It really is. And maybe the final thought to leave you with is how these incredibly precise, sometimes even strange seeming observations for remedies like Cainca really push us to think, don't they?
Yeah, about what?
Well, about the sheer depth of historical plant knowledge, first off, but also about how symptoms were meticulously categorized and connected. How these tiny details, dry skin with swelling, pain better bending back, contribute to a truly holistic picture.
Right, even if we don't fully grasp the why from a modern perspective sometimes.
Exactly. It makes you wonder, how much subtle, valuable observational knowledge might be embedded in these old texts, just waiting to be understood in new ways. What patterns did they see that we might miss if we only look through our current frameworks?